Are we about to witness history with the Boston Celtics being the first team being down 3-0 and actually managing a comeback? Man, I ain't gonna lie, if you've asked me this question right after Miami Heat got up 3-0, I would have laughed in your face if you said yes. But ever since then, man, that it wasn't about the way they lost game 4 to me. It was about the Gabe Vincent injury. Because now the Miami Heat just look like they just don't have enough, which would be normal in theory because they were already pretty thin to begin with. Then they lost Victor Oladipo, then they lost Tyler Hero, and now they lost another ball handler who was really coming into his own and making a name for himself in Gabe Vincent. And the problem is that now they have to rely on Kyle Lowry that's at this stage of his career just not that good anymore. He can be reliable coming off the bench, but as a starter, it's just not going to cut it in the playoffs against a good defensive team like the Boston Celtics. And yeah, man, like it just leaves like a hole in their offense. For example, tonight, Kyle Lowry managed 5 points on 2 for 5 shooting in 30 minutes. Like he couldn't even create a shot for himself, you know? But when you compare with Gabe Vincent was out there being dynamic, it would just provide such another layer for the Miami Heat offensively, man, with the spacing and the shooting even the type of shots that he was making, that was some of the stuff that was demoralizing. When, you see Gabe Vincent on the back of the jersey, so you're like, I bet. And he'll just pull up in transition from 3, catch it, look at the ball, hit the rim, and stand there. Like that would do something to your psyche, right? But now he's not here, and the Boston Celtics, man, they smell blood. I ain't gonna lie, they smell blood. And for the first time tonight, they had 4, arguably the best 4 offensive players. If you take away Michael Brogdon, because Michael Brogdon is injured, it's been reported he only managed 8 minutes tonight. So if you take away Malcolm Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, JT, D. White, and Marcus Smart are the best offensive players that they have over there, and all of them went for over 20 points. And I don't know what it is about the Celtics and the 3-point shooting, but it is just book it. Just know that if they shoot 40% from 3, they will win the game, and they did that tonight. They actually did it pretty efficiently and cleanly because they didn't even have to put up that many shots. They only put up 39 threes, which by their standards is pretty low, and they made 16 of them. To the Miami Heat, who also shot close to 40%, but it was only 9 threes that they made, and that was the difference. Once again, man. And the Miami Heat turned the ball 16 times to the Celtics 9 times. So yeah, if you do the math difference, you'll pretty much see why the gap between those teams was that it was, man. It's from 3. And yeah, and Jimmy Butler looked tired that game. He looked tired. He kind of looked like what old LeBron James can do. Like he came out. They got spanked early, first quarter down 15, and then never was able to bring it back. Never was able to put together a run. Like the Celtics just stiff-armed their ass the whole game. So Jimmy Butler kind of looked like he took the night off, to be honest. He wasn't aggressive like that, wasn't getting to the line. You got to credit the Celtics defense for that also because he's been living there all playoffs long. But yeah, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists is just not going to cut it by Jimmy Butler with that type of injury on your squad, man. Like 10 shots? No, man. So I expect in Game 6 Jimmy Butler to come out swinging. Now, I quite frankly don't know anymore if he's going to win because I'm one of those guys that believe that once you get up to a big lead, every time you get back home, the pressure swings right back on you because the team that comes from behind, bro, in my opinion, they're just happy to be there. Especially down 3-0, it never happened, right? So you take that one game at a time mentality and you're not tripping. You be like, yo, we already won 2. All we got is win 1 and get it to Game 7. So we got to come out early and make them doubt. And the Celtics have been great at that. Plus, I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know if it's about IQ. I don't know if it's just about clutch gene, whatever. I think it's more about IQ for Jason Tatum. But he always seems to perform in those Game 6s and Game 7. I believe that Jason Tatum is a very level-headed, very well thought out player, right? So the further the series goes, the more time he has to analyze. Okay, what's the difference? The defense giving me? How am I going to attack them? And then he just gets to his spot super efficiently. And man, you have those. Game 6 last year in Milwaukee, Game 7 last year in Miami, Game 7 this year against the Sixers, right? You have those type of performances from him when he just hit the zone, and you can't do nothing. So man, it's not looking too good for the Miami Heat, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of torn about how to feel because I do not root personally for any of those squads, but I like the Jimmy Butler underdog story, right? But at the same time, I'm also rooting for history. So I'm just there and ready for Game 6, man. And Miami, yeah, it's not looking too good in my opinion. If y'all do not come out swinging Game 6, man, you're gonna lose that. And then Game 7 in Boston. So yeah. Credit to the Celtics, man, for not giving up, quite frankly, because there's a lot of squad down 3-0, which is just lay there and be like, yeah, we're going to call it a season. We don't fuck the coach with the coach anyways. And yeah, we going to make a video about that too, because what about the Joe Mazzulla slander now? You see, it's just on the players. It's not on him, in my opinion. So yeah, man. Appreciate you guys for checking me out. Get in the comment section and tell me whether you believe the Celtics are making this comeback or not. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.